Hello, today I would like to talk about how to respond to someone if they ask if they can either smoke around you, smoke in your home, or if somebody is smoking in public and it's bothering you, how you can handle that situation, because it is a delicate situation. Okay, so the first thing I would say is if somebody comes up to you and says, "Do you mind if I smoke?" and it does actually bother you because you're very sensitive, I would suggest these two following responses. Okay, the first thing I would say is you want to thank the person for asking you because they're being very considerate. Tell them that you appreciate it, but that you prefer that they don't smoke around you. That's the first thing. Imagine you're inside. The second option is to say, again, thank you for considering you, that they're being so considerate, and you do appreciate it because you are quite sensitive to cigarette smoke. However, why don't you two go outside so that they're able to smoke and you two are still able to carry your conversation and still be around each other, but you're outside so you'll be less sensitive and it won't bother you, for example. Okay, what do you do if somebody is asking if they may smoke in your home and it's not what you want? Okay, so my suggestion with this is to say to them, either if you don't want them smoking in your home, you just need to say, "Thank you so much for asking. It's really considerate of you for asking me. I really don't like it when people smoke in our home. However, I've already prepared for you outside an ashtray and an area to smoke. If you would like to smoke outside, please, you're more than welcome." So by doing that, you are still welcoming them. You're still engaging them. It's a lot less uncomfortable for them than just saying, "Go outside, you can just smoke outside," because then they don't necessarily know what to do with their cigarette butt, or maybe they still feel awkward and they feel like, okay, they're just kind of appeasing me, but they don't really want me to smoke, so I don't really feel that comfortable. By actually already having something planned, having an ashtray already prepared outside, an area already prepared outside, you are being considerate of them and you are being a good host and you are being inclusive versus making them feel maybe uncomfortable and alienated by the whole conversation. So it kind of smooths things over because you've already prepared. It shows that you're actually okay with it, but just not in the house. Also, conversely, if you are a little sensitive and you don't love it in your home, you could ask them to smoke. This has been a suggestion by one of the members of the community. You could ask them to smoke close to a window or near the door, or if you have like kind of a terrace that leads out directly from the house, on the terrace kind of thing. Okay, the next thing is, what do you do if somebody is smoking around you in public and it's totally their right to be smoking outside in public? Again, depending on which country you're living in, but in most countries it's allowed if you're outside and smoking, but you are in that area and it's bothering you. So what can you do? So what I would like to say with this is that you can only control your behavior and not other people's behavior, and you cannot really ask them to stop smoking in your presence when they have the right to do so because they're outside in an area it just happens to be bothering you. So what you can say to them is, for example, if you have children with you, young children, and it's for health reasons, because I mean, it's not healthy for anybody to be around that, but for children in particular, you can try approaching that person and saying, "I really respect that you have the right to do this. I don't want to disturb you or bother you. Would you mind not smoking, because I have a very young child and unfortunately there's no other place for me to move away from the smoking, if you don't mind." Maybe they'll be considerate, maybe not, and you just have to accept whatever decision that they make with that. The other option I think you have is that you will need to move yourself away from that situation. I know that it's a very sensitive subject, but that is their right, just as it's your right to be there. And it is their right legally to be smoking outside. If they do not want to be considerate of the impact of their smoking to other people around them, that is their choice. And again, you can only control your behavior, not other people's behavior. So you're going to have to take it upon yourself to remove yourself from that situation. And the last thing that I would say for all the smokers out there, before you do start smoking in someone's home, or you do start smoking around other people, it is always really considerate and really kind and really gracious to ask other people if they mind if you smoke or not, because it is a topic that is quite sensitive and some people really do have a very strong aversion to it. And so it's always really considerate to ask before immediately starting smoking in somebody's house or around people. So thank you very much. I hope this video is helpful. The next time you're in a situation where somebody asks if they can smoke in your house, around you, or if you are smoking yourself and you're not quite sure what to do.